We look pretty dirty to me. Yeah, we're looking pretty dirty. Let's get some more lens wipes. Yes, I have 250 individually wrapped, pre-moistened lens wipes. I need some in my bag. I need some in my desk. Guys, today's been a mess. Today has been a mess. Today has been a mess. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'll tell you guys why in a minute. As people file in, let me do this for a second. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, as people file in, let me just clean some shit. I'm in a really ratchet foul mood. We're not gonna be live long because I have to actually go to bed, or at least prepare for bed. That's so much better. Look at that. Look how incredibly different that is. Okay. Okay, we can see we're in color. My voice is a bit quiet. I'm not sure why it's a bit quiet. I'm talking in the mic. I wonder why it's quiet. Let me see if I can open up. Oh, well, fuck me. It's a new. Okay. I don't know why I'm quiet. I gotta accept all these fucking terms. Install. Yes, install. Yes. I'm at about 50% volume and I can hear you, but it's definitely not loud and it's only loud enough when you're right in front of the mic. Okay, so I think I can turn it up, but I have to turn it up on the little app. Um. Anyway, I don't know if it's the same mic, but we'll just deal with it for now. For now, we'll just deal with it. Maybe what I can do is. I'm so fucking pissed. I'm so fucking pissed. Um. All these fucking updates. Okay. So we're not going to deal with this now because it requires firmware updates, all types of updates. And I don't have time because I can only be here for like legitimately not even 60 minutes. Like I need to be done with this live at 12 o'clock. I apologize in advance to everyone. I apologize in advance that I am not going to be here very long tonight, but it is what it is. And I figured I would come here to say hello if I would come here to say hello and to bitch about some shit that I need to bitch about. But I have things to do tomorrow. I have things to do tomorrow. I have to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. So literally, I'm gonna get at the very most probably 5 hours of sleep tonight. I just have a lot of shit to do tomorrow. Anyway, um, Maybe I'll try my other one. Give me a second, because I am going to rant. I'm going to rant. Rant. How does that sound? Does that sound better or worse? Better or worse? Is better or worse audio? Just slightly louder. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna do all the. I'm not gonna download the firmware and do all that shit because I don't have the capacity. I don't have the mental capacity to fuck around and tinker with that right now. And I want to tinker around with my new headphones. I have new headphones, guys. I have new headphones, and then we'll get into the rant. Um, but my Steel Series Arctis Nova Pro wireless, they just came in. I got them in white. I know I have a dirty, dirty, dirty PC. Fuck you. I know. I know this already, but I'm very, very excited. Very excited. Um, so let's talk about what happened. Let's talk about what happened today. So, no, no, no. Let's talk about what happened a couple days ago. So a couple days ago, I'm on my typical walk, my typical run, whatever, in the neighborhood. And as I'm walking, three little boys are on their bikes. They're in the street because the location is important. They're on the street. These three little boys are on the street. And as I'm running down the sidewalk, one of the little boys decides to get out of the street to come down the sidewalk towards me. And he did it in an aggressive way where he's like trying to, like, I don't know, run into me basically. At the very last minute, he kind of swerves over and then um calls me the F slur. Can I say the F slur? I'm gonna just say it because I don't give a fuck about tonight's stream. I don't give a fuck. He called me a faggot. Okay, I love that word, but listen, I'm gonna be demonetized today's stream, and that's fine. He calls me a faggot, and the first thing, because y'all know how my mouth is reckless, right? The first thing I say is, "Your daddy's a rack. Your daddy's a faggot," and then I say, "Oh, but wait, I forgot. You don't have a dad. You don't have a daddy because what? Who talks? Who talks to people like this? Who talks to adults like this? Only a fatherless child. It could only be a fatherless child, right? Disgusting. So of course the other little boys are like, ooh, ooh, and they just kept riding by. Um, and so that happened this week. Now tonight, what happened? So okay, that was like annoying, and it was like, okay, kids are annoying. Like, where are their parents? Um, that's whatever. Children are terrible, especially because there's no repercussions for these wild animals. So anyway, that happened. He called me a faggot. I said his daddy was a faggot, and then I said, oh wait, he doesn't have a daddy. Cause it's true. It's true. Sorry, it's true. Um, so then today what happened? I'm so like shaken by this actually. Like, I'm so angry about it. So my partner and I are walking down the street. I'm not gonna give you guys locations, but this is a very busy street, right? We're walking down the busy street, and about a half a block away, I see a man walking towards us doing this. So, bitch, I already knew what time it was. I already knew what time it was. I already knew what. Listen, I'm from Toledo, Ohio. I'm from the mud. I'm from the ghetto. Okay, I know. I already knew what fucking time it was. before we even engage. So I turned to my partner, who was like an older white man from the country. I'm like, babe, we got to get out of his way because he's on some bullshit. Like he's on some bullshit. Just move out of his way. So I'm already like on 10 because I've always listen. This is just the way I, just the way I was raised. Never let them hit you first. Always hit them first. Is the listen. I'll always hit you first. Okay. So I was ready. I was sitting on ready at this point. Like heart is already racing because like I'm getting ready to like beat this guy's ass, right? Um, so we move all the way out his way. Like we're literally like almost in the grass of the sidewalk because there's two of us, one of him. And so we move out of his way and he decides to veer towards me to try to body check me. Tried to body check me, like squared up, like nose to nose, just about. If he would have come further and I would have stopped, we would have been face to face, mouth to mouth, nose to nose. So I literally, quite literally, dodged to my left and squared up. Literally squared up, and he did not stop moving. He quite literally kept moving with his back turned, and he muttered to himself, "That's what I thought." What is fucking wrong with people? These fucking bum ass bitches that are mentally deranged and have been let loose onto society to wreak havoc. I am sick of it. I am sick of it. There's no reason in the world why my partner and I should not be able to walk in our neighborhood without being accosted by fatherless little demonic brats or by mentally deranged bum ass hoes on the street. There's no reason for this. Our house is too expensive to be enduring this type of uncomfort. Like, it's what are we doing? It doesn't make any sense. Like, what is the point of living in an expensive neighborhood if the minute you walk outside of your or expensive house, what's the point of living in a 3,000 square foot, almost $1 million house if the minute I walk out of it, I'm going to be accosted by demons? But here we go. Here is the problem. I live in Columbus, Ohio. This is a liberal city. This is a liberal hellhole of a city. This is a city that's run by establishment Democrats that have the worst policies that harm those they claim to protect. And what I'm most sick of and tired of is the fact that in today's society, especially in these larger cities, it seems to me that we have more compassion and empathy for people that indulge in criminality. And we have less compassion and empathy for people that are victims of crimes or people, law abiding citizens that are just minding their own fucking business. That's what it seems to me. Because let's say that we did engage in a physical altercation and I beat the fuck out of him because I saw a brick. Because listen, guys, the way that my brain is set up in fight or flight, I'm a fight. Like I'm a fight. That's just the way my brain is set up. My brain chemistry can I like flight or fight. I'm fighting. I had already the situational awareness had already started ticking. The gears had started turning, and I was already planning like how I was going to do what I was going to do. I saw the brick there. I was ready to because lay a hand on my man, and we really got a problem. My man is 55 years old, and the thought of my partner being put in physical harm's way, it really enraged me. It really enraged me. I would hurt someone over my man. Like I really, I really will hurt someone over him. So, but imagine had it actually gotten to that fucking point. Who would be the villain? Oh, me. I'd be the villain. Because, oh, we have some poor black person who doesn't have a father, who had a poor upbringing, we have all these excuses. And the person, me, the person that was minding their own fucking business is now going to be labeled as someone that like beats up homeless people, the person that takes it too far. No, don't threaten people. If you want to go act rowdy, go to the nearest by crack house. Why are you picking on random people? This is crazy, y'all. I'm so pissed. And I come from New Albany, Ohio, guys. New Albany, Ohio, for those that don't know, is where Les Wexner is from. A very rich area. It's a suburb of Columbus. I loved living there. I miss living there. And my partner, who can sometimes be a little bit woke sometimes, he always talks about how
There's no diversity in New Albany. There's no diversity in Greenville. There's no diversity.
it's like, well, bitch, I don't have these problems in New Albany, Ohio. I don't have these problems in New Albany, Ohio, where I have to fear for my physical safety when I walk out of my home. Never have I ever felt like I could not go anywhere and just be safe and be free than my suburb of New Albany, Ohio. Only in the city where liberal policies means that people can commit crimes and then be placed back out onto the streets. Only liberal cities is where that happens. That's crazy to me. Only in liberal cities do we believe that the mentally ill and the homeless should be able to set up shop in tents in fucking public parks. And then what happens to those places? They become breeding grounds for violence, self harm, drug usage, sex trafficking, sexual assault. It becomes a breeding ground for all that, and it negatively affects the neighborhoods in that area. So, like, this is crazy. The whole bail reform bullshit. It's like we don't want to punish people. We want to always, like, again, we have more empathy and compassion for criminals than we do for the innocent. And I'm sick of it. I'm so fucking sick of it. It's ridiculous. Done pissed me off. Whew. Jesus. Um Let me read some comments. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Faggot cigarette in UK. The live is spicy. Can you say goodnight, son, to me? Maybe the kid's British. I give different weight to different people's words. Children can say whatever they want to me, but I know that they're idiots, so I just smile and nod. Nope. I call that motherfucker. I said your daddy's a faggot. Your daddy's a faggot. The problem we have today, Heart Matters, is that we give children a pass for doing adult things. When you start indulging in adult behavior, you should be treated like an adult. We have a really big problem in my specific neighborhood with the youth, specifically black youth. Let me just call it what it is. With black youth, they're called the Kia Boys. KIA boys. Why are they called the Kia Boys? Because they literally steal fucking cars from people. They literally steal cars. They cause accidents. They damage people's properties. And they do this for kicks and giggles. It happened once in my neighborhood where a Kia boy, like this is a gang. This is a gang of 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds, 13-year-olds. These are not like adults. These are children stealing vehicles from law-abiding citizens who go to work Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. And we got these Kia boys who would steal a vehicle. They would be taken down to the county jail, to the kitty jail, and then they're released the same fucking day. And what happened one time in Columbus, Ohio, in my neighborhood, we had a Kia boy steal a vehicle, taken down to the county jail, brought back out, released the same day. And what happened? He stole another fucking car and caused an accident. And somebody was seriously harmed in that accident. So I don't want to fucking hear it. These kids need their ass beat. Quite frankly, quite frankly, they need to understand repercussions, responsibility, and accountability. And because we don't give any of that, these children feel like they are incentivized to engage in degeneracy. Because that's what it is. It's degeneracy. People who feel like they can just do whatever the fuck they want against other people and face no repercussions. I'm not for that. Never have been, never will be. So yes, your daddy's a faggot and you don't have a father. Get the fuck out of my face. Cause we can read each other. You wanna read me like an adult, I can read you right back. Don't play with me. Girl, um, why are your eyes so big? I don't know. If an evil father's homophobic douche, I could see it. Uh, Hey, Mr. Show, how are you tonight? Oh, I'm great, Mr. Subprime. I got my new headphones. I'm super excited. I'm very, very, very excited. I haven't played with them yet because I haven't had any time. I'm so busy these days, but I'm looking forward to playing with my headsets and actually listening to some audio tonight. I'm super excited. Hi Ryan. Where's the lemon pucker pie? I haven't made it yet. I haven't had no time, Ryan. I can barely eat dinner these days. Seriously, I've missed a couple days where I've had dinner because I have no time. I literally have no time for a lot of stuff. This marathon training has taken a toll on me. It's taken up so much of my time. Duke, stop. It's a lot. I thought you were a Christian who turns the other butt cheek. When did I say I was a Christian that turns the other butt cheek? Never heard me say that. They are mentally ill, and the rich people who basically call the shots don't ever have to be exposed to them unless they maybe have a bad day in downtown Manhattan. And that's the problem to me. These champagne socialists, they can afford the horrible policies that they force upon the public. They can afford to do that because they are not affected by the policies they force upon everyone else. But for us heathens like myself, who we have a home in a neighborhood that was gentrified, and there are still remnants around the city where there's lots of poor, impoverished, mentally ill folk, it's an issue. It's a big issue. But these people in their golden towers, so to speak, they don't care about crime because crime doesn't affect them. Free speech is a mofo. I like living in Columbus better here in Trump Country, West Virginia. Well, listen. I'm not gonna compare Columbus to West Virginia, but what I will say is I prefer living in New Albany. Like I was living in New Albany for years to living in Columbus, because I value safety, I value education, I value security. Like I value basic fucking needs. And it seems to me like no matter how much money you have, if you're not a part of the elite, if you're not set up in a golden tower where you're shooter from shit in the city, like you're not safe. You're not safe from these deranged people, these deranged animals that they've let loose upon the general public. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Um, damn, you still from the retirement home? No, I met him when he was 45. I met him 10 years ago. So he wasn't retired. He wasn't in retirement home then, Ryan. It's just been a long time. I met my boyfriend when he was 45 years old. Um I had to defend myself at work last night. Was a who? Professional victims are all around us. YouTube is censoring my comments. Sorry about that. We need to bring back sanatoriums and public death penalties. Period. That part. There's another trend of breaking down front doors of homeowners. I wish they would try me and mine. Listen, if you come inside this bitch, you won't get out. You will not get out. T- I'm telling you, you won't get out. Try me. How far behind is he tonight? Not that far behind. It's called twalking when you only joyride the car for a few hours. I swear I come at the perfect times. The problem is that people don't have shame. I am a Baptist, but what did I say? I was a Christian that turns the other butt cheek. Don't put words in my mouth. Hi James Christopher, how are you? I'm just so sick of it, guys. I'm so sick of these liberal hellholes. I really, really, really am. I'm so tired of it. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. There's no reason why a normal motherfucker, should have to go outside my home and be accosted by random strangers on the street. There's no reason for that. There's no reason that I should have almost been into a fight for no reason. I didn't do anything. I walked down the sidewalk. It's crazy. It's just crazy. All this, and everyone is a professional victim. People are professional victims, and these people who indulge in toxic empathy, these Democrats who indulge in toxic empathy, they don't give a fuck about you because the shit's not affecting them and their families. Well, I'm not the type of Christian. Jew. You got the wrong one. I don't turn the other cheek. There's something about you that I am attracted to, even though I'm not gay. Just really like your personality, and you're so knowledgeable about every topic. Oh, really? You think so? Not every topic. I don't claim to be, but thank you for the compliment, James Christopher. I appreciate you. In UK right now, we will be put in jail for these comments. Sounds like you're an idealist. Well, listen, thank God I'm not in the UK. Maybe you ought to get out of the UK or vote some better politicians in. Couldn't imagine that here in the US, even though free speech here is not very free. Because the minute you say something about Israel, apparently all hell breaks loose in America. I have no idea who Ahmed Arbery is, Ben. It's his full body lip, so luscious. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on in the UK right now, but that's your problem over there, honey. Figure that shit out. I don't even know where Brunswick, Georgia is. Who's living in Georgia these days? It's just, guys, I'm just really so annoyed by the whole thing. Like, very, very, very annoyed by the whole thing. Let me put that back in. Look how beautiful these are. Look how beautiful these are. Look at this. You just moved from Georgia? It's a great state? Okay, well, tell me more about it. I don't know anything about Georgia. So fire and worms, he didn't say much, and I'll tell you why he didn't say much because I flew into a rage. I flew into a rage about this crazy fucking city that he had me move to. My like again, let me go over this again. I moved to Columbus for my man, for my partner, right? I was living in the lap of luxury in the suburbs of New Albany, Ohio, okay? And immediately when after this happened, um, I just started bitching. I was cussing up a storm. Um, and I was reminding him because we've had um we've had heated debates about where I used to live versus Columbus and why he prefers Columbus to these other places.
Diversity, diversity, diversity.
Like everyone cares about fucking diversity. Like, but I don't want diversity if it means criminality. I don't. I don't. My safety and security is more important than diversity. Always will be. And so I told him, darling, I've never had these problems in Granville, Ohio or New Albany, Ohio. Never had these problems before. And I only seem to have these problems in Columbus. Why is that? This great fucking city of ours that we live in. Why is that? Weird how it keeps happening to this city, yet it doesn't happen to these places that you just really don't like for some reason. Like it's just his woke side. It's his woke side that's like showing, you know? It's crazy. We can see your chest. Put on a fucking shirt. Cover that shit up. No, thank you. Techie. Thanks for being back here. Thanks for being here again, Techie. constitutional carry, stand your ground. The city I lived in required all residents to own a gun, virtually no crime whatsoever. I imagine. So yeah, I didn't really give him an opportunity to kind of engage with me about his thoughts. I don't think he really was. I think he was really shell shocked to see me like ready to fight. I think he was really shell shocked. Um, so I don't know. We are kind of opposites in that I am reactive and he's the opposite of reactive. He definitely sits and waits to react or to respond to things. Techie, you're a homo. Why are you repressing your homoeroticism from me? You come onto my live stream all the time, all over my dick. I thought I was the homo, but you seem to always be on my dick in my streams. It's weird to me. It's giving obsessive to me. Um, Go get laid, go suck a dick, go get fucked in the ass. I don't know. But whatever you got going on here in this stream, it's giving weird energy. It's giving very weird energy. It's giving you want to suck a dick energy, Techie. What is really going on? What is really going on, Techie? Um, by the way, it looks like I can't see everyone's comments. If Techie is still in the chat, I can't see their comments. I don't know why. Oh, click live chat. Click the live chat and you can see everyone's chat. I don't know why Techie gets shadow banned for some. Maybe because he's such a fucking asshole on everyone's channels that he's just shadow banned from YouTube. But if you click live chat, you can see all his messages. It's not much to see.
I'm a conservative homophobic, and you are a disgusting disgrace on earth.
Go suck a dick like you do on the regular basis. You ugly, broke, overweight motherfucker. No, not a motherfucker, because you're a homo like me. uh. You guys are so funny. It's so funny. Stoicism is the prototype slave morality to Christianity's version. Um, Maybe we're being preserved from the gayest comments. Maybe we are. Yeah. I used to travel to Dobbins Air Force Base once a month when I was in the reserves. Georgia's really a great place to visit, but I would not want to live there. Hi, TRC. I want to suck my girlfriend's Allegra's pussy so bad. Lies, the lies. First of all, you don't have a girlfriend or a boyfriend. You are probably in your mother's basement as we speak, jacking off to my live stream because I've given you all this attention. And I'll continue to give you attention because I'm just, my benevolence knows no bounds. Um, like, imagine getting on a random dude's live stream and like just craving attention in the most unbecoming, ugly way possible. Like, I mean, I'll give you attention. I have no problem giving you attention. It's fine. Again, I'm a very benevolent person, I'm very giving. I believe in charity. Fire and Worm says, Techie, go do it then. It'll keep you busy. No, he doesn't have a girlfriend. Loving the role. But thank you, TRC. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. This is my typical this is what I wear. But yes, here is guys, I'm so excited to test this out. I'm so excited. They look really good. They're in all white. I really, really, really cannot wait to test them out. They've got this like little um what do you call it? They've got the base, I guess you can call it. But They're pretty sick looking. They're very, very sick looking. I love it. Um, yeah, they're really incredible. Like really, really incredible. So I can't wait to actually try them out tonight. I really cannot wait. Ryan, these like the retail price for these headphones are 300 and I think $79, which I did not pay that much for them. I got mine 30% off because I would never pay for a pair of headphones that cost over $300 unless it came with a blowjob and like 60 minutes of fucking. Because what? Yeah. So I'm very excited. The really good thing about these headphones is the battery life. You don't have to ever worry about battery life ever again. It comes with two batteries that you can hot swap whenever you need to. So you can put one in the charger, one in the headphones, and you will be able to hot swap them when the battery dies. You still have a little bit of juice left in the headphones to like not interrupt your gaming or whatever you got going on. It's really nice. Well, I can only I don't know if they're high quality yet. They appear based off of the marketing and the specs, they appear to be very high quality. Steel Series is a brand that I trust a lot because of the different price ranges they have when it comes to headphones and all gaming peripherals, by the way. I had the Arctis 7, which I believe was about 120 bucks, so kind of the upper mid range of headphone pricing or budgets, upper mid range of budgets. And I had that pair for like 8 years. So I'm really hoping that I'll get the same amount of value from the Arctis Nova Pros because this is their flagship, their highest tier pricing. Have a good to talk to you. Thank you for being here. So yeah, I'm hoping for the best for these. I know that I also love the Steel Series brand in general. Not only do I'll show you, but not only do I have their headphones, but I have their mice, which I love the mice a lot. Um, I love the mice, and then I have their keyboard. So I love the keyboard, and yeah. So I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Steel Series. I'm a loyal Steel head. I love them so much. I think that they offer a lot of value no matter what your budget, whether you're on a tight budget, a strict budget, a loose budget, or no budget. They definitely got different gaming peripherals at all budgets, and they're gonna be valuable. They're gonna offer you value for that budget. So I definitely recommend them a lot, especially for headphones. I think that they're not known for their mice, but they're known for their headphones and they're known for their keyboards. So if you don't try anything else from them, I would try out a good pair of headphones. The Arctis series is really good. The wireless series, very, very good. Um, Sorry, mixed martial artist. I gotta figure out my audio. I gotta turn my audio up somehow. I need to. These are the Rode Wireless Pros. These are the Rode Wireless Pros, and I need to update my firmware and tinker with some shit to turn the volume up a little bit more. But I just don't feel like doing that now because if I really stop and start tinkering with shit, I'm gonna just go to fucking bed because I have to wake up in 6 hours anyway. Anyway, yo, Skull Candy Crusher ANC 160. Oh, I've heard good things about Skull Candy. I've heard really, really good things about Skull Candy. But they also have a lot of the mice. Yeah, the mice. Um, I have a lot of brand loyalty as well, guys. Like when I find a brand that has good customer service, um, that means a lot to me. And when hold on, and when I had issues with the Arctis 7 by Steel series, they sent me new ear covers. They're just they're just really responsive when it comes to customer service, and that means the most to me. I would rather have, and the reason I had to get a new pair of headphones after 8 years, by the way, 8 years of having high quality headphones. After 8 years, what finally did me in, you can't see it. Wait, you can't see it. But you know how when you connect something, the connectivity, you have those prongs, those pins? Well, the pins, they broke and they broke inside. So the only way I can really revitalize this pair of headphones is by taking this apart and then hot gluing it back together. And that poses too much of a risk for someone like me who was mentally restarted. Um, I'm not gonna do that. I would just fuck it up. And you know, I've been wanting the Arctis Nova Pros forever. Like I wanted the Arctis Nova Pros when they first came out. So um you should do commercials. Well, I do some commercials. I do some sponsored posts, but mostly for skincare products. I haven't done anything for gaming because I haven't really been playing games on the internet for a while. That'll change soon though. Um, as long as you aren't paying the Logitech gaming mouse subscription, no. What is Logitech even doing these days? The only Logitech thing I have is I have a webcam by them, and that's about it. Alienware is the best tech. Really? I don't know about that. I don't know. I think they're flashy. I think they're flashy. I think they look good. They're very aesthetic. But the best, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. They do look the best. I'll give you that. They look the best. I don't know. What's on the agenda tomorrow morning? Well, I don't really want to tell you guys because it's going to really mark my location in Columbus, so it's kind of private. But I'll tell you guys after I do it. How about that? I'll tell you guys tomorrow evening during the live stream. Um, what you think of metal retarded people, Cho? Mental. You asked this question before. I don't think about them. What do you mean? I think you are mentally restarted. I think you have some really deep mental issues, Techie. You need to get some help. You need to get some help, actually. Honestly, truly. I know a degenerate internet person when I see one. I've been on the internet for a long time. I know degenerate internet boys, e-boys, when I see them. And I'm sorry if that's offensive to you. Get the fuck over it. I'm clocking your tea. Welcome to the community, Techie. Welcome. Welcome. TR, I'm an Asus fanboy. Alienware is just an overpriced Dell. Not overpriced Dell. Ooh. Now that's a bit of a reach. They're not that bad. They're not as bad as Dell. Now- oh my god, you did not just call Alienware Dell. Oh my god. I think Alienware is better than the Dell lineups. Update that firmware, then you can tinker. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. I'm gonna tinker with the firmware, but I have to update it. Thermaltake has better looking cases than Alienware. Hi, Bernicia, what's going on? Dell owns Alienware. Well, that I mean that makes sense. I mean, again, I don't think they're the highest quality tech out there, but I do think that they look really, really, really good. And I do think that they're overhyped. I do think they're overhyped for sure. By the way, guys, if you have not joined the Discord channel yet, join the Discord channel. I will create a link for you guys to join. I'm always looking for someone to play Elden Ring Night Rain with. So, um, there's the Discord channel right there. You can copy and paste that into your web browser, and then we can chat all the time. In fact, Froggy and I, you guys know Froggy, one of my moderators, but like him and I have been trying to fight the new Everdark Caligo, or Caligo. I think I call her Caligo. I think that sounds cooler. Caligo, not Caligo, but Caligo. We've been fighting Caligo. We fought her 3 times, and she wrecked our shit every time. Well, no, actually, no. We got her down to like 20, like less than 20%, and then shit fell apart. But what? By the way, what is going on with all? I don't know if we have any Elden Ring fans, but I just want to say this out into the universe because I'm so confused. When Augur, the Everdark Augur fight, when Froggy and I, like, so Froggy and I, we played that together blind. We didn't like get any spoilers. We didn't know any mechanics, and we figured out the mechanic. I won't spoil you guys, but we figured it out, and it ended up being the easiest boss fight in the entire fucking game. Like the entire game, not just the Everdark improved bosses, but the normal bosses too. This was easier than every normal boss in the game. Wild, actually wild. And then I get onto the internet, I get onto Al Gore's internet, and we've got people crying about how difficult the auger fight was, about how gimmicky it was, and about how they can't complete it. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? What auger fight are you fighting that was difficult? I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. Like, again, I don't want to spoil you guys about the Augur Everdark fight, and it is a gimmicky fight, but not in a bad way. Unless you are looking for a challenge, it was very easy. We beat it the first time we played it, and we never looked back. We never played it again because for what? It was easy. It wasn't very engaging. It was a beautiful fight. It was definitely the most cinematic fight so far. Well, no, I lied. The Caligo is probably more cinematic, but I would say in terms of the beauty scale, in terms of how beautiful the music and the environment is, I would say the Augur fight, the Everdark Augur fight, is probably the second best outside of Caligo. So yeah. Anyway, um, look up Thermaltake AH600 case. Okay. It looks like a robot. It looks nice. It looks cool. It's not everyone's aesthetic though, but I feel like that look, the Thermaltake 600, that is what Alienware wishes they were. That's what they want to be. Um, learn the patterns. It's that simple. Well, yeah, it is that simple. It is. But the girls were crying about it. The girls have been. I like looked at some YouTube videos and I got to the comment section and people were really mad. Like they were really mad on the Reddit. They're really mad. It's crazy to me. Couldn't be me bitching about some shit like that. That's crazy. That is so crazy to me. It's been rough. They're pissed about all the pushback regarding facial scans and ID requirements. Yeah, we may be looking at another apocalypse pretty soon. Did you guys hear about Twitch? The shit going down at Twitch with the whole botting viewers has gotten so out of hand that most of the big time streamers over there have botted views. It's not looking good. And the difference between Twitch and YouTube is that YouTube can survive multiple apocalypse. You know why? Because they're fucking Google. That's why. They got money in the bank. Twitch does not have money in the bank. They cannot handle advertisers backing out of contracts. That's what they deserve, though, because Twitch is terrible. I don't watch Twitch. Yes, Hassan. Yes, that terrorist. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That terrorist motherfucker is probably buying bots because he's a champagne socialist. He's got the money to do so. He's got the money to do so. I hate champagne socialists so much. They ruin the world. They push ideology and policy that they can afford to avoid, while the rest of us suffer the consequences of their ideology and their policies. It pisses me off. Um, Mixed martial artists, white liberal women have actually ruined the West. Accurate. Accurate. You know, I've been meaning to buy you a coffee, get you a nice Arabica dark roast blend with some coconut sugar and a hazelnut creamer on me. Ryan, thank you so much for your generosity. Your benevolence knows no bounds. I really, really appreciate that so much. I try not to beg here on YouTube, but it is really impactful when you guys become members. It's only $1.99 a month. When you guys do super chats, it helps me to maintain proper equipment. It helps me to pay for my internet. It helps me to continue doing these live streams, which are often demonetized altogether because YouTube can't handle the fucking truth, right? So thank you so much for that. I really, really appreciate that. And I won't be buying a coffee. I'll be putting that towards my internet for next month. That's what I'll be doing. That's what I'll be doing so that I can still do these live streams for you guys. So thank you. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that. That's really generous of you. I don't take it for granted. Would rather be called the N word than the B word, beggar. That part, heavy on that. Heavy on that. MOP, I'm hearing that the dirtbag husband did it. Of course he did. That's a shame. Hopefully he goes to jail for life. And I'd rather be called the N word hard R than be called a beggar. Mm-mm. And I always tell you guys too that the best way to support me without, opening up your wallet is just by engaging with my content, liking my live streams, commenting on my videos, watching my shorts. Those are the best ways to support me just by spreading my content. I do a lot of stuff. I try to at least, and it helps when I get engagement. It really, really helps a lot. You're so fancy. Who, me? You think I'm fancy? I can't be fancy, but I can be ratchet too sometimes. I pick and choose. I pick and choose. I make too much money not to help out. Well, I appreciate that so much, Ryan. I really appreciate you. You're a great supporter and you're a great friend. Thank you. TRC, you should join the Discord channel or follow me on Instagram. You can go to the description. Oh my God. Thank you, Ryan. That's so generous of you again. And by the way, you became a Yapper officially. It's $1.99 a month. That's only 24 bucks a year. That's one DoorDash delivery that you probably don't need anyway, right? I'm checking everybody's waistline these days, and I feel like the waistlines are big enough that you can spare yourself one DoorDash delivery in order to support your favorite creator. So thank you so much for becoming a Yapper, Ryan. I really, really appreciate that. That is what keeps me going, guys. That's what keeps me going. Half a DoorDash. Where's DoorDash that cheap for you? $12? Where is it that cheap at? I haven't heard of that channel, Techie. You miss Georgia. It's expensive to order delivery out in the middle of nowhere. Oh, $48 minimum. Oh, that's crazy. I thought you were saying your orders were $12. No, that's not even. Whoa. Panda Express, baby. I haven't had Panda Express in a long time. It's been at least half a decade, at least 5 years since I had Panda Express. Minimum 5 years. But TRC, definitely check the description box for my socials. You can join the Discord. You can connect with me on Instagram or Twitter or whatever you want, really. But I love having you here tonight, TRC. Kids will be kids. $48 is crazy. Hi, Lainey. How are you? What's going on, Lainey? What's happening? And what does everyone have planned for the weekend? By the way, now that I have my headphones, um, I'm gonna figure out the best way to start doing some horizontal streams, and you will definitely see some gaming here and there. You'll definitely see some gaming here and there. Most likely Elden Ring, maybe some Valorant. I love Valorant. So yeah. How can I meet more homos to potentially date? I currently use dating apps, but would like to increase the dating pool. But get out there. You got to get out into the real world. You've got to join clubs. You've got to go to bars. You've got to hang out at public spaces where people are exchanging ideas. You've got to join clubs. You've got to put yourself out there and create friendships, and then use your friendships to network with other people. You just started school again. Well, welcome, Laney. Welcome. How was your summer, Laney? Closest restaurant is 15 miles away. Closest Walmart is whoa. Oh my God, that's a lot. Must be peaceful there, Ryan. Gotta be peaceful. Your plans are to sleep. I know that's right. Final Fantasy is my jam. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles is like top tier three. Top three Final Fantasy game. I said what I said. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles for the GameCube, one of the best Final Fantasy games out there. Period. Not even close. Period. I'm not arguing with you, but I'm not arguing with you hosts about this either. I'm not going to argue in the comments about this either. It is what it is. If Georgia's in your mind, take the midnight train. Sounds good. Thanks. Well, yeah, that's so. Yeah, yeah, mixed martial artist, autist. You've got to make friendships and then let those friendships organically lead you to potential dates, right? So you can't just be on Grinder. You just can't be on Tinder. You just can't be on Plenty. I don't even know what all the different dating apps are these days. I've been, in a relationship for 10 years, so I don't know what apps there are anymore. If they've changed, if some are more popular than others, but you've really got to like join some clubs. Maybe join like a sports club. That's a really good idea, actually, joining like a men's sports club. I don't know. There's just got to be different ways you can just go out and meet people, right? You've got the internet for the dating apps, but then go meet actual people in the real world, and then use that to network socially. Hey, awesome sauce, what's going on? Best streamer friend. Hey, it was good. I stayed at the beach for about a month though, so I'm kind of tan from that. I love a tan body. We love tanning. I know I'm like a skincare guru, but I love tanning too. I can see the stars with no light pollution. I hear coyotes nightly. Deer walk up to my front porch. Random chickens and dogs wander across my property on a regular basis. I love that. Sounds so peaceful. That sounds great. A family friend owns a farm right behind me. I actually moved back in my childhood home when I came back to Tennessee, and I've loved being out here. That's great. That's awesome. I'm happy for you, Ryan. Sounds really peaceful. Do pale kings get to be in the same community with bald kings? I don't know if I can get down with the pale kings. I can get down with a bald man, but a pale man, we gotta get some melanin in you. We gotta get some melanin in you. And you know what? I've got quite the product to do that actually. Allies of Skin's latest sunscreen, the Sunless Tan SPF 50 sunscreen self tanner, is really, really great. It has a chemical in there called DHA that helps to increase melanin production in your skin without a actual tanner, without any pigment. So there's no pigment in this product. By the way, you can get all of your Allies of Skin products using code CHO for 20% off. Okay. But yeah, I like this a lot because as someone that used to indoor tan, I know I'm black. I know that may sound strange to you, but I had a pretty big complex about my skin tone growing up. I wanted to be darker. Anyway, I do like to be a little bit darker than what I am now. But this sunless tan is perfect because there's no pigment in there. It doesn't you have to worry about like it getting onto other clothing and causing discoloration in your clothing. It gives you a glow from within. It's like groundbreaking. It's great. So yeah, check that out. Allies of Skin Sunless Tan SPF 50, and it protects your skin too at the same time. So not only are you protecting yourself from photo aging, UVA rays, UVB rays with the cancer, you're also giving yourself a tan, like a physically um, brown tan. So for the pale kings out there, use Cold Choke. Get your shit together. Okay. Okay. Hey, I'm bald and pale. I feel attacked. It's okay to be bald, Ryan. It's okay to be bald, but you got to get some melanin. You need a little bit of melanin, just a ton, just a tinge, just a bit. Ryan, that just makes you twice as kingly. Maybe it does. That's funny. Trixie and Katya, they're funny. I like them. Well, guys, we're gonna go. Actually, I'm so sorry to end tonight's stream. I'm half Irish and half Scottish. There's no melanin to be found here. And well, listen, that's why you got to get that product that I just gave you. But guys, we're gonna end the stream. Unfortunately, I have to be up in 6 hours, less than 6 hours. I've got a long day tomorrow. Um, but thank you guys for listening to me rant about this liberal hellhole of a city that I live in. Um, I hate it. Um, I hate that I've had two incidents this week where I did not feel welcome or safe. Um, I mean, the kid thing, who cares? And I really don't care about that. But just that combined with today's almost physical altercation, it just really is unsettling to me that, like, I can live in a 3,000 square foot home that, you know, that's a very expensive home. I can live in this place and walk out my door and be accosted. Like, that's crazy to me. That's fucking crazy. Um, but I'm going to enjoy my headphones. They're white. These are so crispy. These are so crispy, actually. I'm really excited about these. Really excited about these. I'll definitely be letting you guys know about the performance and how they work and what are the quirks about them. I'll definitely be letting you guys know. It is wild everywhere. You're right. Come down towards Chattanooga and Atlanta. I promise you'll love it. I need you to do that, Ryan. I'll let you know. Good night, Ben. Thank you for always being here, Ben. I appreciate you, by the way. And again, major shout out to Ryan for becoming a yapper at $1.99 a month. I really, really appreciate that. You have no idea. It's very generous of you, and I appreciate your support. Okay, guys. I'll chat with you guys from the Discord channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at 11 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. I'm sure by tomorrow I'll have more shit to rant about. So stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned.